It's grain, blue essence, or 7,000 in essence. Since it's very unlikely to do both those fights no hurt, I use it for the blue essence. Because if you're hurt, you can get blue essence out of it, so I saved using any grains from the previous fights, and I just make sure to use that chest for its essence. Okay. This whole gauntlet of fights is going to be charging as soon as you can, letting them run to you, and chaining Lunar 360 ETs. Now, since it's a new game plus, I could also be doing the windmill shuriken, which is actually a great way to take care of these guys. Just saws them in half, but I'm going to kind of stay true to the general strategy. Okay, now behind those gates there's a Phoenix Nimpo, and you spawn the next fight. Just go here, jump around the corner, and start charging. There's almost always time, if you start running away, there's almost always time to charge an ET for these guys. Just because for some reason they don't follow you too quickly and they're a little more cautious. And once there, I just missed doing a jump XXY Zuna drop. Now it doesn't matter because I got my essence all set. But when I'm waiting for my essence to form so I can do my next move, that jump XXY really, really, really works well on these gadgets. Okay, now there's a couple more fights in this gauntlet. The hard part about this gauntlet is the next time you can save, you can't get back up. So you have to do the entire gauntlet, get everything you need from Muramasa before you go down to the next save, because there's no more Muramasas after this. Okay, here we go. Same old, over and over again. When in doubt, run backward and then charge. Now it's a good thing I had a UT charge there, because otherwise I would have completely whiffed with an ET. There we go. Over and over again. Now sometimes a Lunar 3 or XXY Izuna drop will actually kill the Ganjas on the first time. Listen for a crunching sound when you're doing it. If you hear a crunching sound, you're much more likely to kill them. Especially if you hear a crunching sound when they land, that means they're dead. And use that to your advantage. Yeah, so again, I should have jumped away, but I didn't. Just jumped away and did another ET. But that's why I got nailed for it. Okay, these guys are almost gone. Now, one thing those Vangels love to do is they love to grab you and punch you in these tiny little areas. It's a pain in the butt to keep them from doing it. The best thing to do is keep your distance from them, and if you have to jump near them, do a wind path over their heads to stun them. Okay, that should be it for these guys. Sometimes a Gaja or Vangelf will get stuck right around that corner, so I'm always a little more cautious. Let's get the key. And then we're going to go show you where that Phoenix Nimpo is. Now, since this is a new game plus for me, the Phoenix Nimpo is not going to be there, but I'm just going to go through the motions and show you where it is. And believe it or not, I actually use a Phoenix Nimpo and I put it to good use. It's right there, but new game plus doesn't have it. Now, what I should do, and I'm not going to do it very well, I should have jumped a little bit further forward, started charging that 360 UT. It'll carry you into the spawning and it'll hit the guys. You can see they spawn. You can hear them spawn, you can hear them slithering towards you. And so you get another way to start that fight with a UT. My biggest problem is I get turned around so easily here, especially Lunar 360 ET or UT, that I have to kind of reset myself, and that's why I was jumping backwards. Killed one guy and then started doing a XXY Zuna drop until that essence was ready, and then now we're all set. Over and over again. You get pretty good at doing this when you do it many times, but an on-landing 360 UT and ET is invaluable to learn. I highly, highly, highly suggest you learn it. Now that's another chest that's either going to have essence or ghostfish, and if it does have ghostfish, just start taking them out with Lunar. Okay, now stay far to the right here. You don't want to spawn the next fight. Just jump up here and let's save. Okay, normally I do the test of Alan next, but since I need a little bit more video time, I'm going to do this fight. Activate the fight, get it to spawn. Now stay away from all the walls, just sit back here and start shooting your spear gun. The reason I say stay away from the walls, if the Goldbang Gels start shooting their fireballs at you, they hit you much, much, much more often when you're right next to a wall. For some reason, we're in the middle of the water, they have a much harder time aiming. So once you get all the Ganjas killed, just run and throw our Incendiary Shuriken and listen for it to hit him. There, it hit him. Now if he lands in the water, he dies, but you don't get credit for the kill, and that stupid just committed suicide. Now Typically I stand right here and I just start using the spear gun, but this guy decides to do his fireballs instead. So I say, screw it, let's just run right up to him, toss an incendiary shuriken. Now he lands in the side there, so that's perfect. Jump up here, another incendiary shuriken, and he's done. Of course, you could always OT him. So this fight is pretty simple. You should be able to do it no hurt. I'm going to get prepared to go on to the next video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Chapter 5, Part C.